for speaking with Eagle FM, Mr. Terblanche. If you can just take us through how exactly has COVID-19 impacted business at FB Detroit? This is a very big trucking company that has been around for so many years.
Yeah, definitely. If COVID-19 impacted all businesses, maybe I think the only businesses that were not impacted is the guys who supply food and medicine and so. But all of us, I think one don't understand. For us, having about 600 vehicles on the road all through Africa, 9 African countries, you can imagine what the challenges are. When trucks are stopping at control points, standing at borders for 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So the efficiencies is much lower. Although the trucks are on the road, I hear she was saying that the trucks, they are running 18 hours. The trucks just unequal. You are doing 6,000 Ks per month now, where normally you do maybe 14, 15,000 a month. Because of this COVID thing. Because all where you come, you stand, you wait longer to load. For instance, our big DCs in South Africa, 50% of the workforce is there. The reason for that is other 50% is at home. So that if COVID strike one of the workers, they can send that 50% all home, disinfect the building and bring in the other 50%. So it's not normal. With all of us, it is an abnormal circumstances. The fact that I'm standing here to talk through this mask is abnormal. It's not normal. And it takes a lot from everybody. It's uncomfortable, it's not nice, and the more it's uncomfortable to our drivers. And I would like to say, listen, you can pay people double in this uncomfortable, but your income is only maybe half of what it was normal. And the challenge is to have all your people, to employ them all, and don't have retrenchments, which we don't have. Yes, we have salary cuts. And I can tell you, of our drivers, I think 5% of them don't receive full salaries. The others were running at full, because if they are on the road and they are working, I have to pay them. Although they are only doing maybe 50% of the kilometers they should do, of the trips they should do. Standing at the borders for 3, 4 days, I have to pay them full for that. I can't subtract it from their money.
Sir,
but the income is not there.
Sir,
yes.
Some of the drivers say that they are being paid $6,000 before the COVID outbreak, and it is now being cut with 50%. They are earning $3,000. Can you please tell us what is the average salary of a truck driver at FB Detroit?
The truck driver, it depends on what truck. Is it local? He's driving only in town. It's between 6,000 and 14,000 basic. Then there's the kilometer money. Then there's the night outs. Then there's the pension fund, and then there's the medical aid fund. So yeah, total cost to company, a truck driver can earn anything between 7,500 and 25,000, maybe 30,000 per month, with all that included, if kilometer money and all that, depending on what. Cross-border drivers, they can earn up to 25,000, 30,000 per month.
But and the fact that case number 21 came from FB Detroit, has that affected you as a company when it comes to companies that work with you? Have you not suffered some kind of stigma?
Yes, there is stigma for that case, Just to inform you, he was one of the 2 drivers that went out of the quarantine facility. If he did not went out of the quarantine facility, nobody would have known that he has COVID-19. And up to today, that guy is as healthy as you and me are, because he's asymptomatic. He was tested. He was tested when he moved from our own quarantine facility in the depot, where normally we have 2 or 3 or 4 trucks in own quarantine. When they arrive there, they have to stay there till they have the day. They were tested, and everybody was negative. It's only this guy. There's a lot of, I'm not a doctor, I'm not in the health department, because there's a lot of still, uncertainties also about people testing positive, negative. I don't want to go into it. You read on the media over the world, there's a lot of different perceptions and different ideas about it. But this driver is as healthy as we are.
But this driver indicated that before he left the truck port, which you call a quarantine facility, the company had allowed him to go to Standard Bank to sort out some papers. And that very same night, he decided to go out. He says he didn't sneak out. He went out jogging.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, did you allow this truck driver to go to Standard Bank to go and sort out papers while you were well aware that he is under
When he
quarantine?
was allowed, at that point in time, there was communication with the Department of Health, so that the driver could, because there was urgent matter. The arrangement was for a driver to go out, maybe to a doctor, maybe to get his passport, maybe to get his PDP thing. He must have a permit before he can go out. And they went out without that permit so that we could inform or ask the Department of Health, is it possible, can these guys go? But that case is still ongoing, so there's no, they've still, they could, I think it's still when they come out of quarantine, then the case will go on further, the disciplinary case. So I don't want to
jeopardize it.
Yeah, before, and so that the process, I think it's not fair against them and also not against us to now say.
Is it true that you have unfairly dismissed him without a disciplinary hearing?
No, it's totally untrue. No, we suspend them the next day, giving them notice. They go from there, the ambulance come take them to the quarantine facility, and we appointed an independent chairperson. We give notice of the hearing. It was 48 hours notice that you give for them also to have representative. It was a Thursday. I think the hearing was on the next Tuesday, so there was enough time. So the hearing independent. A day later, it was, the outcome was presented to them, and they were also informed that they have 5 days to act against that, to come up with, to appeal against it.
And
so it was, no, nothing. We won't do something like that.
What is your position?